Good morning. That's why you need Tish here to tell you what time it is. Sorry, we're a couple of minutes late today, but who's going to know? There's no one in chat, so I think I'm mano a mano. This is the September 12th edition of the Guy R. Cook Report, and a happy Monday. It is another week of Kelvin being gone on vacation. Have a jolly good vacation. And so let's get to it, right? And preparing for the notes for what's now known as refreshing the routine on Happy Monday, I was looking at making persuasive landing pages as the initial plan. And whenever I went to one of the sites with a resource, they had a pop-up on the screen. And I've got an example in the show notes, which is always, you can go to the show notes at the GuyRCookReport.podbean.com and have a look at that. And basically what it said in these pop-ups was what great things we can offer you if you click here. So if you don't want the free tips, of course, there's an opt-out. And I would encourage, if you do use the pop-ups, to have that opt-out available. But the interesting thing I thought was the number of times I saw a number value given to the offer. Like the one that I'm showing there is from WordStream. There's 15 landing page ideas, getting back to the landing page research, that jumpstart your next campaign. So then you take that headline that you get and you measure its worth. And what I mean by that is there are online headline analyzers. HubSpot's got one, and I don't use it so much, but there's one from Advanced Marketing Institute, right? And there's one at CoSchedule, and those links are both in the show notes. And basically what you do is you measure the emotional, intellectual, and spiritual value of your headline. It gives you a review of the wording and says, well, this is going to do this much for you in this effort. So give yourself, the next time you're putting together your outline of the week's campaigns or maybe the month's campaigns, give yourself an extra 10 minutes of headline analysis, okay? Unless you're already done the test. Make those headlines count and be at least a 40% grade or better, okay? Professional copywriters get 30 to 40% for the headlines. So if you make it past 40, like I had one that was 50, I patted myself on the back. Refreshing the routine can be the ways that you write in a better written representation of your passion about being a good resource. So if you develop, design, and deploy good solutions, you're basically writing your own legend, your story, and that is what gets told when people talk about you, is the words that you put in their mouths. So most of your business is going to come from word of mouth, right? So why not pick the words? So give that headline analysis a look. Maybe review the technologies involved in making those pop-ups for those call to actions for your next campaign. That will give you a better campaign, and that's what we want you to have, is a better campaign. So in the show notes this morning, I'm going to bend the envelope a little bit. Thanks to Fraser Ramsey. Good luck at the dentist. He popped in this morning, a quick hi. He's off to the dentist. I hope that all goes well, because the company that likes to clean, Edinburgh Dusters, needs you to be at the top of your game. And what better way to do it than a trip to the dentist, right? So good luck with that. Thanks to Eileen Smith, and congrats to Eileen. She became a Google Guide this weekend. There's a post about that. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks to be good. She provided us with a link in her basicblogtips.com website about using Screencast-O-Matic and the good things it does, and it does do good things. Of course, thanks to Friends Just Chatting, they're now a Facebook group. They used to be on Blab, but we know what happened to Blab, that went away. So now they're usually on Rabbit or Aperion or someplace, chatting and so forth. And thank you for listening. Please consider a subscription to our YouTube channel if you're watching us on YouTube, and at least give us a thumbs up, at least that, okay? Listen to the latest podcast content under the Guy R. Cook Report on the following links. And we were in the show notes. There's a link there for Stitcher, for Spreaker, the Podbean feed that we have, the Fire Talk subscription link. There's a graphic there to subscribe to this channel on Fire Talk to be live. And also on iTunes directory for podcasts, we're in there. By virtue of being in Podbean, we're automatically uploaded into the iTunes with the feed. And there's a feed available at podbean.com if you're a feed reader. The evaluation question is in the show notes. Please give that a consideration. And also becoming a patron. Eileen Smith was talking about Patreon. Well, we're just using a simple become a patron of the podcast via the Podbean interface because it was easier to code that. Speaking of coding that, follow the Guy R. Cook Report on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter if you would. Thanks for listening today to the Guy R. Cook Report. Happy Monday. Subscribe to our Fire Talk channel. And remember, if it isn't tested, it doesn't work. On that note, 3 magic words. It's a wrap.